What a dooski, it's your boy Phil34. Today guys, we're checking out Stargate SG-1. This one is episode number 5 for season number 7. How's it going, SG-34? Yeah, we're gonna be diving into episodes number 5 and 6 today. Let's see what we got going on here. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. Team has been reformed, had a couple intro episodes, so let's get right into it. Love ya. Links in the description down below if you guys want to join, get the full and raw reactions. And don't forget to smack the like button, of course, the YouTube family. With that being said, eat. Oh, what are we doing?
Assumption. Look at this.
Let's see what's going on.
We got these images 2 hours ago, just after the atmosphere.
How big is it?
It's in the dome.
It's about 2.2 meters high.
The map's giving us a proximity alert. 3
boy.
meters.
Is there a party going on in
They
there?
went right through.
Huh.
Well, we've lost contact. The map's not responding.
Bring up that last image.
I made a small safe haven within that dome. Oh, this is my first time watching the full intro now. My boy Daniel! This one's called Revisions. Okay,
So,
let's check it out.
what do we do?
Huh. Who made this?
I'm reading normal atmosphere.
It's like the barriers scrub the suits when we pass through.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it doesn't seem like the gate. It's more of a
You can feel the
hologram.
resistance.
I am intrigued.
The map appears to be fully operational.
We really need to study this further.
That's always how it starts. About 1 out of 20 times we actually do get to study it and bring it back home. It's a little boy.
We're not gonna hurt you.
You came from outside.
Yes, we did.
What's yours?
I asked you first.
So I'm getting the idea maybe there's
You wear
some
strange clothes.
some
Caught us on a
fallout.
bad day.
Nevin, where are your parents?
Maybe we could trade.
Okay, so he's a businessman. Okay, all these people are moving like NPCs, plus the suits. Enter the marketplace right now in some game.
We thought we were the only survivors.
Yeah.
Survivors of what exactly?
Nuclear war.
You'd better speak to the council.
That's 100% the vibes I was getting.
From a planet called Earth. It's about 6,000 light years
I
from.
don't even know what it is.
That big circular object with the symbols carved on it, it's right outside the dome.
Whoa.
There must be some sort of historical reference to it.
One moment, please.
I was gonna say the technology. There's.
The Gate of Magmar, discovered 563 years ago. Believed to have been of ritual significance in the worship of the goddess Morgan.
So you do know about the gate? We do now.
Access the relevant information through the link interface with a databank.
This is Elon episode.
The link
confirmed.
contains the sum.
Nice.
Yes, sir. We read you loud and clear. Loud and clear.
All right. Next contact in 24 hours.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
So how long have they been here? How are they sustaining themselves? Oh, he's about to rip into a dark monologue the way they're zooming in.
Yeah.
More than 40?
Yes.
More than 50?
Maybe.
Nevin?
Think it's too late to pitch a tent?
And the dome is completely self-sufficient.
Okay.
What about power? Technology is what destroyed our world. The dome was created because industrial growth poisoned the air and the water.
We have our own environmental problems, but perhaps if we learned about your history, it might help us avoid a similar fate. Is that possible?
Of course. Thousands of historical books are on file.
Oh, just like that, eh?
We have no way of knowing if our brain physiology is compatible with the technology.
Yep.
Thank you, son. Maybe later.
What, in the night they turn into Cybermen? What's in the box? Don't get the strap. What is it? Here we go, guys. Goodbye.
Hello, Nevin.
I'm not Nevin. I'm Colonel O'Neill from Stargate Command. When I grow up, can I be an explorer?
We'll talk about it later.
We monitor the levels of toxicity, but we've never
400
actually seen
years.
it.
I'm afraid there's not much left but rubble.
I suppose that's why they created this. So we're not constantly reminded of what happened.
It's a pretty convincing illusion.
That's
I'd
so
love to see how it's
dangerous.
made.
Like, how many people have accidentally stepped out of bounds and just died in the earlier years?
If using the link is out of the question, then this is your only option.
Right at home.
The writing's similar to a language we've encountered before.
Well, can you translate it?
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's probably hella dust on these things. Are these people related
If
to
you don't
each
mind, I
other?
just have to check the coolant pressure.
What's going on?
Palin.
Some kind of religious text.
They're all offline.
Vela?
Y'all are too dependent on your damn technology. Very relevant episode. Also, y'all should be protecting those hazmat suits with your life. That's the only way you're getting out of here.
Well,
We're just saying it's possible.
There are many suitable worlds where your people could live.
except room to grow.
We're talking about fresh water, fresh air, mountains, trees.
Experience all these things through the link.
You gotta be kidding me.
There hasn't been a woman on the council since the last election. And that was 2 years ago.
What are you talking about?
Here we go. So they just voted her off the island. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Also, with all these, I guess the server errors or buffers or whatever you want to call it, if you just saw, right? They're so dependent on their technology. They're obviously being what's the word? They're not manipulated, but they're not in control of their own lives, right? Because they're so ingrained with technology at this point, right?
I assure
and
you,
who
the
knows?
council
400 years is
has
400 years. I was
always
just about to say.
members.
Y'all gotta get out of there ASAP. That's what I'm saying. Hug the suits. You can't trust these people.
Perhaps the council will oppose the others, and they felt it necessary to be rid of her.
Yeah, I would not want to be in this town. I could just swarm her.
We have everything we need right here.
How many people are we talking about here exactly?
At this precise moment? 1,373. I don't know. No one ever has.
There's a reason why.
Try
they
the
kept
interface now.
They kept the barriers so easy to find. They
We
just
got it.
Have them sealed off. Quick access to kill people.
What's a normal variation?
Between 0.01 and 0.07%. Major, I can access 400 years of recorded power utilization figures on the link. There's never been more than a 0.1% variation.
Do you have the force field?
I suppose it might.
I'm sorry, you're this advanced at those of your chairs?
Chance for much more than this world can ever offer.
Are you certain? This is not a decision to be taken lightly.
Well, that's good enough for me.
Say again?
The mouth.
It's no longer parked where we parked it.
It's like, what did you expect? Guys, we dropped the ball on this one. The moment we found out they were fishy, even ever so slightly, somebody get on the mount. Somebody have the suits on at all times. Maybe not the helmet. I mean, like the headpiece. You know what I'm saying?
Change.
So I converted the units and compared the current levels with the readings
These
I
are
took
rookie
yesterday when we
mistakes,
first came
guys.
through.
How much time?
It's hard to say.
12 hours?
But when it does, everyone here will die.
Some malware installed to their link, obviously.
Power level is definitely dropping.
Major Carter, should we not warn the townspeople?
Vala!
Dude, she's just gonna walk right on out? Unless she's a robot. I didn't factor that in. Oh, or there's some spaces that aren't necessarily the outside, but the hologram is still available?
You're not going to be convinced of anything.
You don't know the permanent damage.
Is it possible to disable the link?
That might prove to at least some of these people that they're being lied to.
Like records of the council meetings. They would show that there used to be more than 3 members.
Exactly.
It is in that direction.
There's nothing over there. It's the edge of the dome.
Oh my god, did they just make this war zone? The circle's closing?
See? Right where you left it.
Is this where we slept last night?
It is not.
Are you going back to Earth now?
No, we were just going to send a message.
A world with a sky was not artificial.
You must have me mistaken for someone else.
You wanted to be an explorer, right?
I'm going to be a gardener. Like my father.
To be disconnected from the link would cause instant death.
Now see, that's something you've never said before.
Guess we're not linking up anymore.
Carter, what's your status?
I remember you being mistaken.
What about now? The dome is failing.
I told you, you're mistaken.
No! I am not mistaken.
I don't know what's come over you, but I've never been married.
Guys, at a certain point, it's a lost cause. I'm sorry. Alright, Daniel, what is it? What are you finding?
And nothing happened.
Who is this, Evala?
I told you, she's your wife.
That would be suicide.
No! That's just a lie that's been planted by the computer.
No.
Okay, Daniel. He's got the receipts.
No, that can't be.
There are originally over 100,000 people living here.
No, that's
Oh my
impossible.
God.
The dome isn't big enough to sustain that many.
But the computer found a way to compensate. The dome is shrinking.
Yeah.
See, that's what happened to the map. It didn't go anywhere. It's right where we left it.
Holy shit.
If there were over 100,000 people living here,
They're dead. It's an experiment, bruh. Come on. Come on. Skeletons.
There are other remains here, but the bones have been eaten away by the corrosive atmosphere.
They're over 400 years old. They're written in your language. How could we fake this? Why would we fake this?
But why?
The computer is programmed
AI
to
is
maintain.
doing-
Weird, no one noticed because all memory of them was erased.
No.
Ryder, what's your status?
Palin's trying to access the link right now.
What did I do?
It's another update.
Kill the outsiders.
Is Colonel O'Neill sick?
He is, but we're gonna make him better.
Palin, you've been doing this your whole life. You're just gonna have to try to remember the old-fashioned way.
Maybe not that way.
Agreed.
Carter, we may have a little problem here.
You're being controlled by the computer.
Jack, what are you doing?
Everything's gonna be all right, Colonel. These are for you.
Link with BFAB.
I don't
Think so. Yep. I knew that's exactly the line I
Disconnected
like
from
you'd
the
say.
link.
Carter,
Carter.
now would be a good time.
There's no time to explain everything. Try to erase all memory of us completely.
You're not yourself, Colonel. Without the link, your mind is playing tricks on you.
Getting the latest patch. Installing.
Who are you?
Okay, we got everyone. Sweet.
It looks like they started to cool about 200 years ago. The dome started shrinking sometime after that.
And in the meantime, more of us would have disappeared. They all must have lost somebody, but I'm the only one who knows for sure. How do you mourn someone when you can't even picture her face? Maybe you can.
Stop.
How?
Tell me about her.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Failwell. Today we're checking out Stargate SG-1, season number 7, episode number 6. We just saw episode number 5. It had to do with these people living inside of a dome, and technology led them to their downfall. So, with that being said, let's see what episode number 6 has got. I thought the last one's a particularly strong sci-fi episode. Even like, if I were to show somebody an episode of Stargate SG-1 outside of just like a self-contained story, I think this was a great one. I think that was a great self-contained story. But with that being said, yeet. Oh, whoa! Hello.
Somewhere, but how long ago they crashed?
Big ass ship. Some nice ass pods.
They're alive. At least they're in some form of cryogenic sleep.
So what we're saying is they're lit, but not that lit.
Yes, sir.
Their current state's probably protected.
I am loving the ideas these past 2 episodes.
Ship's exterior, I would say 4 compartments of
thousand.
varying size.
All right.
You definitely got a straggler. There's got to be somebody guarding them.
Jack!
Yo, the whole crew's slumped. I've run out of water. I'm not gonna lie, I actually do miss Jonas. I do miss him. Okay, what do we got going on here, though? Lifeboat.
O'Neill.
Yeah, you might want to zat up for this one. What are we doing? Okay, Daniel's good.
It's SG-4's IDC, sir. We've got SG-1.
What is going on? Have to go back for what? What is going on? Daniel!
It's okay.
Who are you?
Here we go. With one of those people in the pods, it seems like.
I'd like to know why this has happened! Why am I a prisoner? How do you expect me to be calm? I was made promises that nothing like this could happen, that nothing could go wrong.
All right.
Well, this is not the Stromos. You are not a member of my staff, and that is not me!
They said we got Michael Shanks back. We gotta give him an episode of Flex just a bit.
We did not do.
Is this condition life-threatening?
Couldn't even guess. I'd say we've witnessed at least 2, maybe even 3 separate personalities.
Cryogenic suspension.
Teal'c, maybe you should head down to the infirmary yourself.
I intend to remain here.
This is exciting.
I am a sovereign of Talthis. My name is Martise.
Beg your pardon, sir.
Oh, sir.
Doctor,
What happened to Silent?
inform General Hammond the Colonel's awake.
Yes. Janet.
Sam?
Oh, she lives.
That sounds like our Colonel O'Neill.
Their EEG show normal brain activity, sir. They appear to be unaffected. At least until you're strong enough.
I'm fine.
No, you're not, sir.
I thought maybe they
Find the small woman and...
How are you feeling now?
Your medicine is worthless.
You still in pain?
Not that I have anything against it, mind you. It's younger and stronger than my own. To look up to, how will they recognize me now?
I've already told you we didn't do this.
How else could I have arrived in this situation?
We don't know.
Boy, you better step back.
How far are we from Ardina?
I don't know.
Yeah, let's get some intel. Why not ask?
As I am for them, of course.
Most of them are still on board the ship, but we think it's possible that several of them may be here with us right now.
No, Matisse is a sovereign. I'm just a crew member.
I'm Dr. Fraser. Why don't we start again?
I'm trying to help you.
His name is Daniel Jackson. The body you're inhabiting belongs to him.
Shit, he didn't even know himself a couple episodes ago either.
I have no memory of coming here.
What do you remember?
Brace for acceleration.
Okay, nice. We can see him in action.
Compartment is secure, sir. Very well.
Leaving Texas, entering my sleep chamber, and
I
then
didn't
seeing
notice
your
that.
face here. In one body.
Plus Dr. Jackson.
No. The strain on the body would be too great. It wouldn't survive. One cannot return to any other body than one's own. There are fail-safes to prevent exactly that from happening.
Tryon, it has happened. All you need to do is look in the mirror to prove it to yourself. That's been helpful, so I need you to think, all right? How could this happen?
Send the consciousness to any other than its corresponding body, unless...
Failsafe?
Oh, no. Unless the sleeper's bodies are dead.
So are we dooming them? If it's Daniel's life on the line, I mean...
Major Carter, Daniel Jackson's preliminary electroencephalogram proved anomalous.
I dare you to say that again. And the means by which these additional persons have found their way into Dr. Jackson.
To do that, I'd have to have another look at...
Schedule a mission briefing with Dr. Fraser as soon as possible.
With your permission, sir, I'd like to stick.
They just got him back, you know? Feels for him. So each time he swaps, they're dead, yeah.
As are the others, and they reside.
Consciousness from the body in the cryosleep process.
A consciousness cannot survive the restoration
without the
process
body.
without significant loss of memory.
So the memory requirement must be enormous.
Each cryogenic capsule contains an active matrix memory module sufficient and sustain the corresponding sleeper's body.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense as to why they can be in Daniel, because he has been altered. He's like got the ascended recreated bandwidth. I don't know how to phrase it. You know what I'm saying? That's why they couldn't go into Carter or Jack. That would be the only thing I can think of.
Yeah. But if the computers on board your ship can separate the human consciousness from the body, then surely they can isolate the...
You hear that?
See
Yeah,
ya.
there's their voices. I can hear them.
Try and look. I need you to stay with me, all right? We need to work together on
The
this.
tribunal is
I
speaking!
doubt the others can help us. Daniel?
Daniel.
What's going on?
Look, something has happened. I need you to just stay. We didn't learn anything from her. So, he only surfaced for a moment, but it was definitely Daniel. It created protecting itself. That's why he could only surface for such a short time, of as many as a dozen of the ship's passengers.
It's to separate Daniel.
The last time you were on that ship, you were attacked.
It may have been automated defenses. There's no way Daniel would have stepped into one of those things on his own.
Then someone else must have done so.
Tryon seemed absolutely sure that his... What if the person who attacked you was simply trying to keep these people alive the only way he could?
So Daniel's a lifeboat?
Yeah, it's possible.
You have a go. Dismissed.
Let's do it.
Chance to meet.
Oh my god, that looks like Larry King Live for a second.
Sorry, do you mind if
I don't know why I thought of
sit down
that.
beside you?
The ship must accelerate to escape the flare's radiation. You'll be
so the
safer
flare.
here.
Gotcha.
Now.
So you had to leave.
They knew it was going to happen since a long time before I was born.
Mm-hmm. One that's burned out its fuel.
They said that it was past close enough to... I knew my whole life that the world was going to end.
So your people built the Stromos.
And they said that was the only fair way. But my father was an officer on the Stromos, so he was allowed to pick one person from his family. My mother made him choose me.
All right.
My mother said she would take her chance with the lottery, but she wasn't chosen. The sovereigns were chosen, but she wasn't chosen. No one I knew.
It's okay.
That is so rough.
It's okay.
What are you doing?
Zoinks! I am so impressed with this
SG-12,
episode.
this is Carter. Come in.
This is SG. Why have you involved the boy in this?
What boy?
The boy you were just talking to.
I'll need an aqueduct generator, and I'll have to build some...
Oh. Jill put her on pause.
One generator should be enough.
Your mind, Martise.
No! No. What you say cannot be so. I am the sovereign. They have sworn an oath to me.
I'm sorry.
It is my destiny to rule over Ardina.
Listen, you don't understand. Give a damn. You don't belong in that man's body, and I intend to take it back.
Whoa, okay, Fraser, I see you. Let's go. Oh my god, this episode's gonna be hype.
Are there other conscious people aboard?
You must do the same.
I don't think so.
The ship's power is failing. It is the only way we can save them. No, the power is fading even now in every compartment. If the two of you carried but a handful of souls, we could route the remaining power back to the others.
That's not gonna happen.
13 souls now reside in Farron's body. I fear I can harbor no more.
To what end do you attempt to preserve the life of these people? Their bodies are dead.
And when they do, they will find a way to restore us.
Why did you not attempt to revive the others?
Okay.
We still don't know why it happened. He was revived by the computer. But the power requirement of his Farron had only minutes to restore power to 12 of the sleeper chambers before the occupants were dead.
Oh my god, can you imagine the panic? You wake up, you're thinking you're just chilling, sleeping unconscious. You think you're gonna wake up to everybody high-fiving, having tacos, whatever, just celebrating, beers with the boys. And you wake up to a crashed ship? Oh my god, I would be in a state of panic.
One by one. There was no other choice. There are
Poor
over
guy.
1,000 souls aboard the Stromos. Farron walked as far as he could see. There was little more than rock. It is strange, yes. But we are the chosen survivors of an entire race. No time. We should have asked them. No, we could not take the chance. Would never have consented.
We would not.
Our mistake was to flee when you revived so quickly from our stun weapon and return for your friends.
There are other ways that we revive your people. It's possible that I can retrieve it and have it up and running within a few hours.
Farron, there is no other way. Listen to her. No, we must wait. You have a ship.
Y'all,
We
people
know of a
recently
device
have no
capable of
ships.
trans- to
We're
any
going on a
number of
sprint of
worlds.
episodes where people
We
don't
call
know
it
the
a
Gould.
Stargate.
He is preserving life.
At the expense of his own, against his will.
Please, do not ask us to do this.
Yo,
We're
this
not
episode's getting
asking.
sweaty, guys.
They will be lost.
But it is possible to undo this.
We have sworn to protect the Sovereign, but we may save hundreds of others.
Farron!
My son.
To the ether!
Please, why does it hurt so much?
I seem to have a higher threshold for pain than the others.
Trying?
Yes.
Oh, thank God for that.
Love how she's
Shannon?
gonna cuss into the... And also, shout out to
Have a word.
Fraser. She's backpacking. She's
I'll be
carrying this episode. Along with Daniel, obviously. Well, Jackie just sitting there.
Of course. Of all of our crew, you would have thought this was not possible. But it is better than the alternative.
Talk about a co-workspace.
What of our ship and our passengers, sir?
We failed to reach Ardina. Her passengers may yet be saved.
I understand, sir.
Transporting all our people to another world. Perhaps even Ardina.
He's got the evidence. He's been through the gate now.
But in exchange, I believe it can be done if we act quickly.
I will do whatever is necessary, sir. Whatever you ask of me.
No!
Oh, Jesus
There will
Christ.
be no sacrifice of any kind. Officer Farron as your sovereign.
Jack said, no more reaction shots for me. I'm hopping in.
Get
His soul lives on.
Not if I cut him out.
You would not.
Oh, yes, I would.
Farron, you will listen to me.
Don't listen.
Jack is unhinged. I'm here. I'm strapped in.
Not at any cost. It is mine.
It's never ours to take.
If you save anyone, you will save me.
The people of Talthus will die.
Let them!
For 12 years, we have fought to save the people, or to do so, no matter how great the sacrifice. Kate, I am so sorry, my son. And we will be together. Do you understand? The people of Talthus will be saved. And they will remember us forever.
Nah, they didn't have to go that hard.
His consciousness protected itself, and he never emerged for more than a few seconds. That's what allowed Farron. He'll stay in suspended animation until the other ship passengers can be revived and take care of him.
Reactors online?
The Naquita generator will sustain the power, sir. And we can start relocating them shortly after that.
Well,
Good.
shout out to the Naquita.
We'll leave that for
Naquita
SG-1. They
generator,
love that kind of stuff.
He'll probably be unconscious for a while. I think it's best if we get him to the...
Huh?
That you?
Jack,
How you doing?
bad headache.
Nail in the head kind of thing?
What an episode, guys. And that was my reaction video to Stargate SG-1 season number 7, episode number 5 and 6 here, guys. And I thought these were both standout episodes of the series, quite honestly here. So I actually want to talk about episode number 6 before we get into episode number 5, since I just saw it here. Lifeboat was such a phenomenal episode of Stargate SG-1. And something that I noticed between episode 5 and 6 here was that they were both stand out just sci-fi stories here. You know, between being in cryostasis to having some sort of like neurological, technological dependency, and how that could really like lead you astray down the line. I thought both of these episodes were just phenomenal. Were just fantastic episodes here. Specifically with Lifeboat here, I thought Michael Shanks. You guys already know that I'm a big Michael Shanks fan from what I've seen in SG-1 here. Loved his performance in Need, or in Need, I believe it was called Need or Help in season 2. And any episode where he gets to just flex his acting muscles just gets me excited here. And this might have been the best display of his acting, I think, by far. The way that he was able to, pick up on each of those characters' mannerisms and just subtleties was absolutely phenomenal. From Keenan to Tryon to he really just portrayed each of those characters so well. Even though we didn't get to know them, they all just felt like distinct, unique personalities there. And I think Michael Shanks, really, hats off to him. I think he just gave one of the best performances I've seen from him, probably the best performance, quite honestly. So from a performance standpoint, this was fantastic. I also just love the general story here. We start off We start off the episode. There's a crash ship, and we're there to sort of figure out what to do with all these bodies. And as the episode just went along here, I was just completely intrigued from front to bottom, from top to bottom here. Frasier leading the squad. I love seeing her get some time to shine here, as she was sort of balancing, like as she was like so brilliantly balancing, this sort of a delicate situation. How do I talk to a person who's got 12 different souls within them? And then on top of all that, just from like the personality perspective, we have their life on the line. We have the different class systems. So I just love the way that they layered this episode here, from there being a sovereign to the ideas, even the general story of this society, and how we had the dynamic, for example, of the father and the son. We split up two of them we split up a dozen people between the two of them, and they both had to die for their civilization to move forward. I just thought it was a brilliant episode, and this, honestly, no lie, might be one of my favorite episodes of Stargate SG-1. Obviously, in terms of the larger story, when it comes to the Gould or the finales, there's been some great episodes that definitely I've maybe pogged more on, but just as a self-contained sci-fi story, this episode and the last, honestly, 5 were some of my favorites. I think 6 especially, but 5 was definitely up there as well, I think. But and while we didn't get much of, I guess, 3, 2, 1, go. And while we didn't get the most of O'Neill this episode, when he came in, I think it mattered. And I think he nailed the emotional oomph there. He was standing by as much as he could. But once he realized that this sort of sovereign was going to let him, I guess, make the deciding factor for his civilization and these people, Jack stepped in at the right time. And I thought that was a great moment by RDA here. So overall, I was really impressed with this episode. Honestly, this is one I would honestly show it, like if I were to tell somebody to watch an episode of Stargate SG-1 not knowing anything, definitely would recommend this episode. Performances phenomenal, emotional beats phenomenal, and just the way that they executed and put together the backstory of this civilization, intertwining it with some cutscenes here and there with some narration, even the stylistic choices there with having Michael Shanks sort of look as you switching personalities. This was just honestly one of my favorite episodes of Stargate SG-1, I gotta say, guys. But on to episode number 5 here. This was, I guess, a technological forewarning of what can happen when we become too dependent on, Elon Musk in the near future. Yeah, the idea, even like I said, even episode number 5, when it came to the idea of this link, the mystery, I love the idea of there just being this toxic atmosphere, and them going into this bubble where there's a flourishing civilization or a sustaining civilization, and I thought this was also an entertaining episode of SG-1 here. We have this mystery of like these people going missing, and then the idea of this bubble shrinking and not. The idea of this bubble just shrinking. I thought it was a clever idea to also show like the forewarnings if we depend on tech and like the potential the potential outcomes if we depend on technology too much. It can go astray. There can be some sort of bad apples or evil AI or whatever you want to call it. I love the idea of like the technological determinism here. The ideas of I definitely think episode 5 was a little bit more of a, I guess, like middle ground SG-1 episode, but I personally just really did like the concept and idea there versus episode number 6, which I think was maybe one of the more exceptional to better episodes of the entire series. But guys, that was my reaction video here. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. Funny enough, this is an episode where the child actors here also did 2 great performances. I thought the boy in the first episode there, who's playing with O'Neill in the hazmat suit, was awesome, as well as Keenan in the second episode there. Well, Michael, we didn't see much of the actual child actor, but the Michael Shank's portrayal of him was awesome. But anyway, guys, that was Stargate SG-1 season number 7, episodes number 5 and 6. What'd you think about these 2, guys? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. Yeah, I actually really like the fact that this had nothing to do with the Gould, nothing to do with the larger universe, just 2 banger concepts, and I thought they made for some very memorable episodes of SG-1. But guys, let me know what you thought about this one in the comment section down below. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. Anyway, with that being said, I will see you all for next week's set of episodes number 7 and 8. But with that being said, peace.